All right, today we're diving into something really special, an amazing collection of short stories from all across the Arab world. And let me tell you, it's more than just a book. It's a journey, a deep dive into what it means to be human. And just look at this cover. A ship battling a storm. It's honestly the perfect metaphor for what's inside. These stories are all about turbulent, compelling, and yeah, sometimes dangerous journeys. Not across oceans, but through the heart, through society, and sometimes through reality itself. So, what do a perfect city, a haunted hotel room, and a lost manuscript have in common? Well, they're all gateways, right? They're entry points into the incredible worlds tucked away in this collection. Everything from sci-fi to horror to some really profound realism. So, let's jump in. We're going to start our journey inward. We're heading into stories that explore the most intimate conflicts of all, the battles we fight inside ourselves. Yeah, these are tales about the secrets we keep, the choices that come back to haunt us. We're talking about huge themes here, things like guilt, the tangled mess of love, and that constant struggle to figure out who we are when the world wants to tell us. So, take a look at this. This basically maps out a complete tragedy. In a story called The Curse of Love, a young man named Ihab makes one terrible mistake. Fast forward a few years, he falls in love, only to find out that his past makes that love totally impossible. It all leads to this devastating confrontation. Wow, this line just perfectly captures the crushing weight of guilt. It's from a story called The Sinner, and it's about a man who just freezes while his identical twin is killed in an accident he knows he could have prevented. And that one single moment of doing nothing ends up consuming his entire life. And that internal battle isn't always about some dark secret from the past. In the story breakdown, we see a very modern kind of conflict. You have Farida, a super passionate journalist who feels like her career is everything. It's who she is. But her partner, Amir, he has a much more traditional view. And this clash, this becomes the breaking point for their whole relationship. It's a struggle fought with ideas, not fists. Now, of course, these private struggles don't just happen in a bubble, right? They often spill out into the world, and that's where the stories start to zoom out, exploring that friction between a single person and the society all around them. This is where our characters suddenly find themselves up against these massive forces, things way bigger than themselves. We're talking about that deep ache of alienation, the chilling fear that comes with an oppressive government, and just that feeling of powerlessness when it feels like the whole world is hostile. I mean, listen to this raw cry of frustration. It's from Muhammad in the story Exile. He's living in Paris, and even though he's in this huge, bustling city, he feels trapped, totally isolated, and profoundly alone. He's basically a prisoner in a culture that just isn't his. Okay, so now we've got a story that captures that terrifying moment when the outside world violently smashes its way in. So I want you to just picture it. An ordinary family dinner. A moment of peace. And then this. It's not just a knock, right? It's this violent pounding that just shatters the calm. And in its place, instant dread. And just like that, the nightmare becomes real. Masked men, armed with guns, swarm the house. And without a single word of explanation, they grab the family's 15-year-old daughter, Zainab, and just drag her away into the night. After this frantic search, the father is finally given this chillingly vague reason, threatening the security of the country. What in the world does that even mean for a 15-year-old girl? The story just leaves you there, with the family's absolute helplessness in the face of this faceless, unaccountable power. All right, so we've gone from the all too real. Now we're going to escalate things into the fantastic. These are the stories that literally twist the fabric of reality and make you question everything you think you know. Let's start with a little thought experiment from the story City of Lights. Imagine a perfect world, a utopia, a city where every single desire you have, every little thought just instantly becomes real. So this is the world our main character lives in. There's no suffering, no loss. But that last point, the sick and old simply disappear. There's something a little unsettling there, isn't there? Like, where exactly do they go? And that one little unsettling detail is what unravels everything. The story makes us ask, what if this perfect world isn't a paradise at all, but a prison? What if everyone and everything you've ever known is just an elaborate illusion that was designed specifically for you?
And here it is, the stunning reveal. The city is a giant laboratory. And Sarah, she's the last female survivor of a war that wiped out almost all of humanity. Everyone she knew, they were androids. It was all part of a huge experiment to see if she was worthy of restarting the human race. I mean, what a breathtaking twist.
Okay, so from sci-fi, we're jumping over to a kind of archaeological fantasy. The Legend of the Sands is this mind-bending story within a story, and it's all about finding this legendary and famously fictional book of spells. It does a fascinating job of blurring the lines between what's real, what's myth, and what's a dream.
And of course, no journey into the fantastic would be complete without a good ghost story, right? In The Embodied Desire for Revenge, a traveler gets this classic, terrifying warning about his hotel room. It's a seriously chilling tale of horror and vengeance that kind of proves some doors are just better left unopened. You know, what makes this whole collection so powerful is its scope. I mean, look at this. The authors come from all over the Arab world, from Morocco to Iraq, Tunisia to Syria. Each voice is totally unique, but together they form this rich, incredible mosaic. So even with this incredible range of genres and settings, all these stories are connected. They're all exploring these universal human things: love, guilt, fear, alienation, and that endless search for truth. It really is a vibrant and, I think, essential tapestry. In the end, this collection just reminds us how powerful storytelling is. A story can be a mirror that shows us ourselves. It can be a map to guide us through some unfamiliar territory, or it can be a key that unlocks a door to a reality we never even imagined. So I'll leave you with this question. What kind of story do you need right now?